we're back with floor 12 of Memory of Chaos. Like I said in my last video, this MoC is built to sell Rappa, so you'll see side 1 has 5 enemies, since she's erudition, and imaginary weakness, since she's imaginary. The buff this time also supports someone who can break many enemies. But on the other side we see Hoolay, who has 3 million HP. So the first side you need someone with AoE and high damage, on the second side you need high single target. For this account, Boothill does more than enough damage to kill multiple enemies fast, while Hoolay has wind weakness, so Fei Shao can deal with him. Side 1 is your usual Boothill hypercarry, but I'm getting kind of annoyed how every patch we just leave the old units behind. Sealy, Danheng, Jingliu. It's possible to cure, but more effort than it's worth. Boothill till now has been a good investment, but Firefly would be really good for this side as well. As usual, Boot Hill gameplay is kill the smaller mobs, charge up trick shot, and hit the biggest enemy on the field. Lingsha is very good here to break the elites, but also to cleanse all the dots on your team. I could have gone with someone like Gallagher, but the dots kill me faster than he can heal, since my Gallagher is easy roam. This side is a slow start, but the majority of the damage comes when trick shot is ramped up. And also how much toughness damage Harmony MC does. I will be trying to clear this with my F2P hunt March 7th, either as crit DPS or super break DPS. I'll probably post a video of how it went and whether I could get the 5 cycle clear. I don't think it's going to be possible, but for a future video. As you'll see, without having his rocket trick shot stacks, he does less than half the damage Boothill could do. So it's both good and bad that there are trash mobs to charge up on. The bad part being that you waste a lot of turns. As I always say, these runs take a lot of planning and attempts. As an F2P or even as a low spender, you need to spend time and effort building teams and strategies to clear. It won't happen in your first try, so always try to keep that in mind.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Let's do it. Time's up. There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Don't worry, this one's on me.
The boss of this side, the Eternal Show, takes additional damage when you break all 3. So instead of me hitting the one that is already toughness broken, I'm going to work my way through the other 2 first. Of course, I lose a bit of damage now, but it's worth it at the end.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Yeah.
Rhythm get messed up. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
And you see Harmony MC broke them, so they took one instance of 250k damage, which is a lot considering their health. Everyone on this team has pretty high break effect, so they do a lot of super break damage, which is again really great for the clear times. Boothill ult for this entire side is just to delay a random enemy. It doesn't really have any other use, so use it when you see fit. Again, just prioritize breaking all 3 and then they're easy to kill. I'm very used to playing Boothill, so his side is never a problem. We'll see how it goes once Hoolay comes inside too.
There's no reasoning with you bunch. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity. May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
Still the same. Rhythm get messed up.
Don't worry, this one's on me. Let's duel. There's your reward.
elegance. Allow me to protect every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Be of your body and mind.
Take your positions. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Let's improvise.
Waiting in line for a bullet? Bring it on. Time's up.
Side 2 is a typical Feishao dual DPS with Topaz. You can use March 7th or Moise or any other follow-up attack with high frequency to support Feishao.
Let's face it.
But the majority of the DPS here is Feishao Ultimate. My main goal for the first wave is to kill the monkey because it does the highest damage. Of course, with Fushuan I will not die, but it's good to kill the biggest threat first. If you take too much damage, it racks up and you can lose one unit or even Fushuan herself, and then the run's lost. For those still learning Feishao, her gimmick is charging stacks for her ult and then throwing out a nuke. You can have 12 charges, but an ult only uses 6, so you can stack 2 ults at once. I of course just let it fly as soon as I get 6 stacks, but depending on the scenario, it's pretty useful.
This is serious. I shall be the judge. By the will of the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
The fearless knows not fear. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Converge and awaken! Still in denial, recount. All things in human creations!
Never hesitate! Too close.
I shall be the judge.
Easy enough. You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear. I venture forth to forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
This is the first time we are seeing Hoolay in Memory of Chaos, and most of you who have played the story know how annoying he can be. He summons these little wolves that heal themselves when they hit you. So my suggestion is to just leave them alive and tank the damage they do. Of course you can choose to kill them, but they don't count for the cure and it's wasted turns. Hoolay has 3 million HP, which is insane, and his toughness bar is huge, so you need all the damage and turns you can get.
Quick divination. Together as one. Go Nappy! No matter.
Halfway through the cycle, he does this moon phase thing where he gets 8 turns in a row. You need a good sustain to survive that, or have Bailu, Link,
And yang.
Gallagher's ult ready so you can break up the damage with the heal.
I shall be the judge. All things in this human creations. The market is unpredictable. Investing in victory means playing the long game.
Fangs and claws got dull.
My Feishao does pretty decent damage considering the amount of investment she has, so I can assure you this boss is tough. Not having a 5-star harmony unit like Robin really does lower the damage ceiling of this team, but Hane I think is very good. Regardless, even if most tier lists put her pretty low. The only problem is micromanaging her burden, which is the debuff. And there are a couple of times, even in this run, you'll see that it drops off, which is bad for overall DPS, but just make sure to recast it in the next turn so that it's not too much of a waste.
And yang.
Show me what you
By
can
the
do.
will
I'll
of
give
the
you
Ten
5 seconds.
Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Never hesitate! I venture forth to hunt forever triumphant!
is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Yin and yang. This is serious. I shall be the judge. Confiscated!
You're falling apart on your own.
By the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
On that turn, I wanted to save Feisha ult for Hoolay's second health bar, and since she can stack up past 6, it's really not a problem since no turns go to waste.
Yin and yang.
You need to get stronger.
Sinful. The market is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Together as one. Human creations. Easy, Numby.
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do it.
No matter.
Now that you know the gimmick, make sure to focus on your sustain. This side is as much a survival check as it is a DPS check, because you can have the insane 3 mil DPS, but it's useless if you can't survive his barrage of attacks.
Sinful. This is serious. I shall be the judge. Steady. All things in this world have human creations. The market is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! By the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Never hesitate! I won't do it.
It came
I
together.
venture forth to forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Easy, Numby. Go, Numby! Still in the recount.
The fearless knows not fear. I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Too slow. You need to get
This is
stronger.
serious. I shall be the judge. Sinful. Acquitted. Liquidation! Steady.
So yeah, I needed 9 cycles to clear this Memory of Chaos, and I don't think I can do it any faster. I tried this floor 10-15 times to get an optimal clear, where my team either didn't die or had enough damage to clear. And even then, you can see Feisha was basically a death's door, which is lore accurate, but a clear is a clear.